Hi Libra, welcome to your March 2023 Astrology Horoscope forecast. Welcome to my channel. I talk everything around astrology and tarot. For those of you who are looking for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha.com. To know more about my work, you may visit my website, tarotbyanisha. As promised, March is quite a cracker of a month. We have Pluto that is going to be shifting signs. We have Saturn that is moving after 3 years. We also have Venus that is moving, and of course we have Mars that has gone direct. Now, how this is going to be impacting you, all these planets, I'm going to be breaking it up into your relationships, into your love lives, into your career. I'm going to be talking about your health and about your family. So do ensure that you watch the video till the end, because I'm going to be looking at slow moving planets and I'm going to be breaking it up slowly. On the 3rd, we have Mercury that is going to be joining Neptune and Sun in a part of your chart that has to do with your day-to-day chores. It has to do with your health. So it can be that for some of you, if you have been ignoring your health, this is going to be coming up for inspection. You can expect a lot of conversations regarding the kind of food that you eat, maybe a new diet regime that you should be following. Some of you will be looking at maybe newer ways of working, maybe alternative therapies. Maybe for some of you, you're going to be looking at your workplace as well. In certain cases, your work environment might change. Maybe there is something, maybe you're trying to make it more comfortable. Maybe for some of you, it's a hybrid model that you're still following. Some of you are still working from home, and while some of you are still going to work. So a lot of focus around work, around your health. What is it that can be tweaked? What is it can get changed? Comes up for inspection. On the 7th, we have a full moon, and this is there in a part of a chart which is very private to us. Now, any time that a full moon comes in our house, in a specific part of the chart, it talks about an area which we need to be looking at carefully. Maybe we need to be changing something. Maybe we need to be evolving. And for you Librans, this is about your own deep psychological patterns. This speaks about your family skeletons. This speaks about maybe some therapy. It speaks about spirituality. It talks about of being service. During this time, a lot of you are not going to be feeling very social. You would want to really go internally. You would want to meditate. Maybe some of you will go for a meditation retreat. In some cases, it's a wonderful time to be going for therapy as well. On the 8th, and this is a biggie, Saturn is going to be moving into your house of day-to-day chores, and this is again the house of your health. And for 3 years, Saturn is going to be there. Now, first of all, this is nothing to worry about. This is nothing to get completely freaked about and say that, oh God, Saturn is coming and it's going to be creating challenges for us. Saturn is a teacher planet, and every time that it comes and stays for a longer period of time, it's asking us to change something in our lives which maybe we have been overlooking or maybe we have been ignoring. It's a time wherein that you can expect some heavy responsibilities that come your way. It can be at times that we are dealing with work which seems very arduous, it seems very heavy, it seems mundane, it seems boring. But the lesson over here, the Saturn lesson over here, is to work through it, just to grit your teeth and do the grind. After this, the success that follows, because Saturn always leaves a gift behind. And should you work with the Saturnian energy during this 3-year phase, for sure all the doors towards success are going to get open to you. Also pay attention to your health. Try and see that you're not pushing yourself more than it is required. Don't push your boundaries, especially physical boundaries. Maybe over exercising, even it talks about overeating or even not eating enough. Take care of your body. Remember to nurture yourself. Remember to take care of yourself. Similarly, as far as your emotional health is concerned, where work is there, try not to get depressed or feel low and feel, that it's only the heavy work sort of that comes to you. It's just an increase in responsibility, and it's talking about your own dexterity. It's talking about your efficiency. It's talking about how disciplined you are. So the next 3 years, try and be as structured, as disciplined as possible. On the 17th, we have your ruling planet Venus that is moving into the house of joint finances, resources, sexuality, intimacy, and it is joining Uranus over here. So it's a lovely aspect. Venus is going to be bringing about either situations or circumstances in your life which will increase your partner's income. In certain cases, if you've not been able to share certain financial decisions with your partner, you'll find it that it's very easy to talk about certain maybe difficult conversations with your partner. Uranus is going to be, because it's a planet of unpredictability and also innovation, it will bring about some creative or some innovative solutions in which that you can manage your joint finances together well. On the 20th, we have Mercury that is moving into your house of marriage and of your business partnership. And on the 21st, we have Sun. And this is not all. We also have a new moon that is going to be there in your house of marriage. So with Mercury being over here, you'll find that you're having the communication gets very easy. You are able to talk to your closest people who are closest to you on a one-on-one basis. You are able to be vulnerable. You're able to share really what's going on with you. Mercury, Sun, and a new moon over here, that's an opportunity to have fresh conversations, especially where a business partnership is concerned. Maybe for some of you, you have been hesitating to having certain difficult conversations, and Venus will allow you to be able to communicate that quite gently. Sun, of course, is going to be giving you the courage to be vulnerable. It's a time of being courageous as far as your relationships are concerned, Librans. As much as you love being amongst people, during this phase, you would want to deal with your partner only on one-on-one. You won't want other people's opinions. You won't want to share your opinions necessarily in a group. It's a time also, if there has been some maybe some issues in your marriage, it's a good time to be able to sort them out in a very amicable and a very gentle way. Time to be authentic, time to be vulnerable, time to be letting your partner really know exactly how you feel and where you stand. On the 24th, we have Pluto, and this is the movement of the decade. Pluto is going to be moving into your house of love, romance, creativity, and children. And initially, Pluto is just going to be moving for 3 months. It will just go in very briefly, give you a taster of what is it that is there to come, and then it will roll back again and be there for the next 20 years. And Pluto is moving out of Capricorn. It's moving into Aquarius. I've spoken about this in great detail in my annual 2023 video. Should that interest you, you may go over there and you may look at in detail exactly what Pluto will do. I'm going to be giving you a very short summary because this is a time where Pluto is literally going to be shifting signs. So this speaks about your relationship with your children. It speaks about your passions, your creative inherent nature. What is it that you really want to create for yourself? What is it that you're passionate about? All of this will come into focus for the next 20 years. So you have quite a long period, quite a long run to be able to create something of great value, not just for yourself, Librans, but also for others. And where, however, children are concerned, especially older children are concerned, or even younger children are concerned, try not to get into a power struggle with them, because this phase also can be like a make or break where your relationship with your children are concerned. So try not to put too much of pressure on them to change, and also remember to take care of their health. It's an important time wherein that you try not to impose your own ideas, your own set of beliefs on your children. And as tempting is it as parents that we want to, under the guise of saying that, oh, we are sharing our experiences because we don't want our children to be doing that. But it's really a time that you should not be operating from your filters, and you should not be projecting yourself onto your children. As far as love is concerned, it can be that for some of you, if you're not in a committed relationship, you may feel attracted to somebody who's absolutely not suitable as a partner. And Pluto tends to bring about this dark side of us. It brings about our compulsions, our obsessions, our addictions. So it can be that, for some of you, if you are, on the other hand, already involved in a committed relationship, you could feel, still attracted to somebody who you feel may fill that void in your life or in your relationship. However, because Pluto again tends to exaggerate, it tends to, go more deeper, delve more deeper into our psyche, and it could be something which is purely stemming from your own insecurity. So before you rush into a relationship, do ensure to step back and have a look at it very dispassionately and see it for what it is. Also, be careful not to get swayed with your emotions during this long transit, because Pluto again, can make us slightly reckless and very intense as far as emotions are concerned. So the desire to express ourselves at the expense of others can be quite tempting, and maybe a lot of opportunities also may arise, but try and ensure that you're not always sort of prove yourself right, and that too at the cost of losing relationships. So you'll need to take a call, Librans, whether you want to prove your point or whether you want to keep the relationship. Also, the Pluto phase is not going to be a good phase as far as gambling or speculation is concerned. So try and not go too wild as far as the stock market is concerned. Try and take well-informed, well-educated risks that are there. Ensure that you have done enough research, and also ensure that you are well aware of what is it that you are getting into. Because this transit, like I said, also covers children, it's a time wherein that maybe your child needs more help. Maybe in certain cases, maybe your child needs therapy. Maybe in certain cases, you feel that you are the best mentor possible for your child. But this is a time for you to be exploring some professional therapy for your child as well. On the 26th, we have Mars that is moving into your house of career, and this is the house of reputation. So lot of movement. If things have been stalled for a while, if certain projects have been just sitting on the on the back burner, this is a time where projects will start rolling. This is a time where you will find that people are happy to meet you. You can expect some accolades as far as your work is concerned, some recognition that is there. However, again, because Mars tends to bring about a lot of aggression, brings about recklessness and a lot of impulsiveness. So try and ensure that you are again not rushing into things, you're not doing things impulsively, and maybe regretting that later on. Overall, it's a mixed bag this month, Librans, because every time that heavy planets move, every time that they transition, it's almost like wearing a new pair of shoes. We all feel uncomfortable at the beginning, and then we get used to we break into the shoe. So the planetary energy is something like that, that you will get used to the heavy transitional energy, and you'll just feel it initially, maybe the first year or two, and then you'll get used to the energy of Saturn and Pluto. The tip or the trick over here is to roll up your sleeves and to work along with the energy. The idea is not to sort of get absolutely freaked out or worry or say that, my life is going to be very messy. The idea is, where is it that we can adapt? And we are human beings. I think that is what makes us so superior, that we're able to adapt, we're able to change, we're able to transform ourselves. And that is what Saturn and Pluto are ruling. And that is what they're going to be asking you, that as far as your work is concerned, as far as your health is concerned, what is it that you can change? What is it that you can improve? How it is that you can transform yourself without destroying anything further? So remember, excesses are something that you should stay away from. Try and stay true to your symbol of the scales starting now, Librans. Have a balance. Ensure that your children need that professional help if it is required, and avoid projecting your own fears and your own compulsions and obsessions onto them. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Librans. I'll see you again soon, and thank you